Dying Light the Beast as a base game is already pretty good, but there are some quite annoying and inconvenient things that could have been designed better. That's where mods come in, and in this video I will show you the current 10 best mods that you can install, which will remove those annoying things, add additional quality of life improvements, and significantly improve the overall gameplay. The last one is my personal favorite. If you find any of these helpful, consider subscribing. The website that we will be using to download and install all of these mods is called Nexus Mods. You probably heard about it. This is where the community can create and upload them. Links for all the mods will be in the description, and to download these mods you will need to create an account on the website. How many times have you entered the building or cleared a dark zone, then used your survivor sense to see all the loot, only to miss quite a few loot options that are on the floor above or below you because it doesn't scan that far? With increased loot detection mode, your survivor sense detection range is tripled, meaning you can see all the potential loot much further away from your position. Speaking of loot, when you use survivor sense to mark all the loot, sometimes the visibility isn't so great and there are problems with noticing important loot like blueprints and maps, and often you also miss one or two loot spots. With improved loot icon visibility, the default loot icon is much bigger, orange color, and the animation speed is much faster. Sometimes the loot that you find on zombies, bandits and containers is very bad and very random. High quality loot mod increases the quality of items you loot from those containers, zombies and bandits. With it you will come across more blue, purple and gold items. This isn't going to always guarantee the highest tier item, but it increases it from the default values. After a certain amount of playtime you will come to the point where you have so much money that you won't know what to buy and spend it on. And let's be honest, the two vendors have very bad options in their shop. With better shop mod you have significantly increased chances to get legendary weapons. The mod also adds other items into the shop like UV light bars and manual pages. With the ability to get more loot, increased chances of getting better loot and the shops having increased probability for legendary shops, you will start suffering from the lack of backpack space. With increased backpack and stash mode, your backpack can now fit more weapons, ammo, consumables and materials than the default value, meaning you can carry more weapons on your character. While lockpicking has been a staple mechanic since the original Dying Light and it adds a sense of immersion to the horror game, with easy lockpicking mode you can completely remove that whole mechanic from the game. I know that lockpicking isn't hard, but with the mod Kyle instantly opens any door or crate that requires lockpicking. One of the most annoying and frustrating things is that very aggressive zombie grabbing. While Techland did make changes in the recent patches to this, in a sense that the damage that you start taking when grabbed doesn't start instantly, the zombies are still very aggressive. Vax's Don't Grab Me mode fixes this completely, where zombies will almost never grab you and you will only get hit once when they try to go for the grab. Stamina, durability and weapon repairing are three staple mechanics in Dying Light. While they add immersion, they can be very annoying, especially if you finally find that perfect melee weapon, you upgrade it with the mods, but eventually it's going to become useless. With this mod, say goodbye to all of that. You have infinite stamina, unbreakable weapons, infinite ammo, infinite UV flashlight, but the most fun thing is Beast Fists, meaning you can deal significant more damage with only fists. While you're killing zombies, pushing them off the roofs and kicking them around, you notice that the ragdolls aren't quite the same as they were in the original Dying Light. With the better ragdolls mod, this has been significantly improved and it actually feels like you're playing the original Dying Light. It is not over the top, just a perfect amount of physics. And lastly, it's my personal favorite and the one mod I have been consistently using, called the DLTB Enhanced. What this mod basically does, it takes the original Dying Light the Beast and enhances it by not going over the top and still keeping it as close as possible to the original. It only changes the things that would need improvement. You can read everything this mod has yourself, and if mods are not your thing, I personally recommend you only this last one. I have just started a new playthrough with this mod and it honestly feels like playing a different game. But yeah, let me know which of these mods is your favorite, have you been using any other mods, and consider subscribing if you find any of these helpful. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one.